Greetings. The cosmos will communicate with us tomorrow in a manner that most people will never realize. However, something spectacular will happen for those who dare to watch. There will be a heavenly occurrence that will have a profound spiritual impact on both your life and the lives of others around you. This isn't just another night to look at the stars. It's a cosmic moment with a deep meaning that, if you're receptive, will resonate profoundly. Venus and Saturn, two of the most powerful forces in our cosmos, will line up so near that they could look as a single bright star in the night sky. Imagine gazing up at a brilliant fusion of energy and light, two celestial giants that seem to be blending into one. This alignment will be seen from our little and lowly vantage point on Earth as a single bright light in the wide, empty void of space. But this isn't just a stargazing event. The cosmos is clearly giving us a message. There was no denying the spiritual impact of the previous time these two heavyweights came together in this manner. This alignment's powerful energy rocked many people to their very core and had a long-lasting effect on the spiritual world. Now that Venus and Saturn are getting closer together once again, the issue is not whether you will feel their presence, but rather how much of an impact it will have on you. Be aware that the great light in the sky is not a single star, but rather the result of two cosmic forces dancing mesmerizingly and drawing us all into their orbit. This alignment will seem like a tidal wave to individuals who are sensitive to the spiritual vibrations of the cosmos, a powerful rush of energy that sweeps over you. This cosmic event will affect everyone, but it will make you more sensitive to these vibrations. Venus and Saturn seem to be boosting their energies just for you. This is not a coincidental moment, nor should it be disregarded. It needs your focus. You will have a whole different perspective on the world and even on yourself when this alignment takes place. Things that have long been buried will come to light when Venus and Saturn unite. In its unending honesty, the universe will uncover secrets and make the truth visible. Suspicions and concerns, no matter how little, will now solidify into unquestionable truth. Words that previously seemed innocuous can suddenly take on significant weight, and relationships that once looked steady may now seem uncertain. Once hidden in darkness, the truth will be revealed, and it cannot be avoided. However, this alignment also involves looking within in addition to exposing the truth about others. This is an uncomfortable, unvarnished time. You could discover that you've been avoiding some aspects of yourself or that you have a fresh perspective on your life. You will be left with a harsh, naked truth as the illusions that previously shielded you disintegrate. Some people you misjudged could surprise you with their genuineness, while others you trusted might disclose surprising motives. It is impossible to turn back once you realize the truth. No matter how hard it is, you will have to confront it. It is intense, really. Yes, it may be a little unnerving. This alignment, however, is intended to educate and realign you with your actual path, not to destroy. The choices that come after this cosmic event may seem rash and illogical, but they will be accompanied by an odd feeling of conviction. Yes, these choices may seem rash, but they will be made with unwavering conviction. In its enigmatic manner, the cosmos will guide you in a different route, even if it goes against common sense. Imagine waking up one day and choosing to contact a long-distance buddy you haven't talked to in years, or abruptly canceling your job schedule. With an impulse that seems much more than chance, you could purchase a one-way ticket to a destination you have never been to before. These are synchronicities, the universe aligning your inner truth with the outside world, rather than just random ideas. You'll act without hesitation and swiftly, which is precisely what you should do for once. Instead of turmoil, this energy is about embracing freedom. It involves taking a leap of faith and hoping that the cosmos will catch you. However, this connection goes beyond taking audacious transformative measures. It will bring back previous emotional baggage that you believed you had let go of. The strong conjunction between Venus and Saturn illuminates not just the present, but also your past. Words you've uttered, decisions you've done, and even individuals you may have harmed in the past may emerge. There can be a subtle weight in the air that suddenly drags you back to areas you thought you had moved on from. Nothing will be concealed at this time. Every truth about yourself or others will be exposed, and you will have to decide whether to accept it or not. Although the emotional upheaval might sometimes seem too much to handle, it is also essential. You are being urged by this alignment to let go of the past and the emotional burden that has been preventing you from moving forward. It's an exhortation to embrace the light and live in accordance with the truths that have always eluded you. The cosmos is communicating. Are you brave enough to listen? This is an awakening for many of you. Long-buried regrets will come to the surface after being covered by layers of distractions. You may find yourself reliving events you thought you had moved on from, such as a long-ago argument, a snap decision, or a route you didn't pursue but wish you had. When guilt is accepted and understood, it can serve as a catalyst for change, so it's important to face it. Ultimately, this conjunction is encouraging you to face your feelings and let them go. After being in a spiritual coma, this incident will awaken you. Have you had the feeling that something has been lacking? As though you've been living your life without any sense of its greater significance, coasting along on autopilot? This Venus-Saturn alignment will not be gentle. It will shake you to your very core. It will almost immediately become apparent to you, an abrupt attraction to the mysterious and inexplicable. It will bring back questions you haven't asked yourself in years, like, who am I? How come I'm here? For what reason am I here? Something within you will become bright, like a switch you were unaware was off. This is an appeal to those who have strayed from their spiritual routines to get back on track. Once difficult activities like journaling, meditation, and spending time in nature will now seem essential. If you have never been interested in spirituality, this could be the turning point for you. There will be indications all around you, including synchronicity, vivid dreams, and even chance meetings that don't seem at all random. These are the crumbs that lead you back to your spiritual path, or, if you're just starting out, in that direction. This aligns your soul with its higher purpose, which is more than just a planet alignment. Listen then. Now is the time to wake up, and you shouldn't ignore it. It's going to be impossible to silence the voice you've been avoiding. There's more to this Venus-Saturn conjunction than just the stars. It is a warning, the silent voice in the back of your mind that you have ignored or written off as unimportant is going to become your most audible guide. Not only will it allude to the truth, but it will also demand your attention and awaken you to what has been concealed in plain view. The reason for this is as follows. Saturn is the disciplinarian of the universe, and Venus, the planet of intuition and heart-centered awareness, is coming into contact with it. When combined, they create a cosmic megaphone that boosts your inner voice to a level you can no longer ignore. All of a sudden, you'll feel as though you've known the answers. The truth has simply been obscured by the world's cacophony. Let's be honest for a minute, though. This is more than just positive thinking or sentimental reflection. This inner voice, when it becomes more prominent, is there to tell you the truth, unvarnished, raw, and occasionally uncomfortable, not to boost your ego. It's possible that you've been lying to yourself about a circumstance, holding on to something that isn't working for you, or ignoring a course of action that you know is right for you. Venus intervenes at this point, reducing the severity of the blow, while Saturn demands the truth. Venus makes certain that you get it with kindness, like a tough-love friend who says, This is who you are, while holding a mirror up to your face. What will you do about it now? The exciting part is that you will feel your inner voice in your chest in those brief moments of déjà vu and intuition rather than just hearing it. An inexplicable pull towards something, or away from it, or unexpected realizations may cause you to wake up in the middle of the night. Focus. The universe is using these moments as breadcrumbs to help you find your greatest truth. But never forget that great responsibility comes along with great clarity. You cannot stop hearing that inner voice once you have heard it. You can no longer act as though you are ignorant. At this point, you must decide whether to listen or to allow fear to dictate your course. Your greatest ally is your instinct. The compass is indicating your actual north. Believe it. If you don't know the way, it does. Something deep starts to awaken inside of you as this heavenly alignment becomes more intense. It seems as though the outside world's cacophony suddenly becomes intolerable. Previously, normal conversations may become exhausting. The crowds that once excited you might now make you feel suffocated. Withdrawing is a process your spirit is using to recalibrate, not a sign of weakness. Consider this desire to be alone as your soul's request for time to think. Saturn's somber, introspective energy is the exact opposite of Venus's tendency to bring people closer to you. Venus is the planet of connections. They all insist that you look inward rather than out. Reuniting with your higher self is what solitude is all about, not retreat. Here's where the magic really happens. The realities you've been ignoring will begin to emerge in the silence of solitude. The nudges from your intuition will be more audible than ever. Once you get past the daily grind, you'll begin to see patterns in your life, both positive and negative. And if you find that this solitude is closely related to the understanding you are gaining of those around you, don't be shocked. We discussed how this conjunction reveals people's true selves and removes their masks earlier. At this point, you're entering a stage where you require space and time to digest those insights. This is divine reflection, not loneliness. You may find yourself pulled to the outdoors and want for time by the river or for hikes in the woods. Perhaps it's a section of your house that seems like a haven all of a sudden. Be mindful of your intuition. They are directing you to the setting that your soul needs at this moment. What's even more lovely is that this seclusion is temporary. In your path, it's an essential step, a cocoon where change takes place. You will emerge knowing more about who you are, what you want to achieve, and the relationships you really want to build. You're on the verge of the breakthrough, solution, or indication you've been waiting for, not in the way you anticipated. Your long-awaited time has finally arrived, when the universe intervenes and provides what you've been waiting for. But don't count on it being clear. The Venus-Saturn conjunction is not linear in nature. By putting your responses in seemingly unrelated circumstances, it instead creates mystery. Perhaps it's a casual discussion with an unfamiliar person that sparks an idea. Perhaps it is an annoying obstacle that makes you choose an alternative route, only to discover that it takes you just where you wanted to go. Or it can be a problem so surprising that it seems like the world is putting you to the test. The likelihood is that it is. There are instances when the present you've been waiting for is the precise thing you're fighting. This isn't about destiny putting anything in your lap, let me be clear. The issue here is awareness. Realizing that what you've been waiting for isn't a neatly wrapped present, but rather a chance to take charge of your own destiny. Because it eliminates distractions, this celestial alignment is interesting. What you've been waiting for is now here. Do you feel prepared to accept it? I want to thank you for watching if you're still here. Kindly click the subscribe button if you like the material and would want to see more. Thank you very much for your assistance. Post your views or experiences in the comments section below. Please subscribe for more interesting information till the next time.